In this video, we're going to be discussing importing models, importing assemblies, and looking at the basic view controls within GrabCAD Print. My first option for importing a model is to come to the project window and either click on the blue Add Models button, or if the project is empty, the central Add Models button. Let's open the buckle clip. Second, I can go to my computer's file folder and drag and drop that same file into the interface. Same result. Next, we come to File, and we have a few different options here. The top, we have the ability to save and open project files or .print files. This is a GrabCAD Print specific file format. It's important to note that if you bring in a .print file, it will override all other project information currently open. Further down, we have the ability to import and export obj-zf files. This is another GrabCAD Print specific file format, but unlike project files, they can be combined so long as the machine type and material configuration is the same. Also included in the Files menu is another Add Models button and an Add as Assembly button. We'll come back to this in just a second. Now discussing assemblies, let's again go to the Add Models button, and this time I'm going to try and bring in this 2-file screwdriver assembly. You'll notice that GrabCAD has imported both bodies, but they do not share any relationship to each other. I can drag these around, and no matter how long I try and get them perfectly aligned, it's never going to be quite perfect. To fix this, going back to the File dropdown, I'm going to click on the Add as Assembly button and import those two same files. You'll notice this time that the screwdriver assembly has come in as we originally intended. If we look at the project window, we also now have a top-level assembly file that can be disassembled and reassembled in one click. The Add as Assemblies button works by aligning individual files' origin points. It's only necessary if you have multiple files that you want to create as an assembly. If you have a file for, say, like a 3MF that is able to bring in multiple bodies in one file, you can still use the Add Models button. So let's go back, and this time I'm going to grab my spoon file. This assembly was a single file, but you'll notice that my 3 bodies have come in with proper relations and my top-level assembly in the Project tab. Now let's discuss views. In the top center of GrabCAD are our view controls. On the left side we have our basic views: top, bottom, left, right, front, and back. One click, I can quickly snap to one of the basic views. I also have an isometric view and have the ability to turn off perspective. Towards the right side of the menu, I have 3 unique view control buttons. The first is to fit to my models on the tray. So if I were to zoom out real far, say I got far away from my models, click on this button, and it'll bring me back to everything that's currently loaded on the tray. Another situation you may run into, you're working on one specific model over here, and you want to get back to a different specific model. I can click on it on the Project tab and hit Fit to Selection, and I'm brought to my selected model. The last option is Fit to Tray. This brings me back to the entire tray regardless of what I have loaded.